Hello and welcome to the ATF Cast. That's anything that fires. Here we discuss science, firearms, the day-to-day, and whether you'd like it or not, we sure don't, politics. The bounds are unscribed, the beliefs full of dis, and the bifocals simply unacceptable. We're a pinch of halava and a heaping cup of I don't know what the fuck is going on. So join us on our journey of nonsense and an attempt to learn more, while we do our best to put on a smiling face, keep our eyes upon the moon, and ride the waves of entropy in this ever-changing world. We are the ATF Cast and we're just having fun. I'm your host, Evan, and as always, we're joined by your lovely co-host, Matt Halava. What's up, Pops?
Not too much, Sonny boy. How are you?
I'm absolutely fantastic. Little shout out to Black Diamond Guns and Gear. Yo.
Woo! Yo, what's up? Those guys are awesome.
Yeah, I love those guys. Welcome back, Pops.
Well, thanks.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while. I apologize for the hiatus, but we're back, ready to rock.
No, that was a hiatus that we both needed, and, you know.
Absolutely. Familial obligations and whatnot.
Family always comes first.
Indeed.
So in our time away from the stream, we had all kinds of adventures, took care of some family, made some videos, got ourselves on a little distribution platform, so you can actually find the podcast on podcast platforms now, Spotify, Apple Music, all of those things. And the biggest thing we did that was the most fun was the IV8888 Range Day.
Yeah, nice stutter.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I got those 8s right. For sure, nail it every
time.
Yeah,
8888, yep.
Yeah, 8888. So that was awesome. I'm going to let you lead that little discussion there. Maybe start with
discussion.
Little.
Black Diamond Guns and Gear says, back from that Georgia heat. Yes, what an enjoyable hot weekend.
Absolutely. I got back and like day after, I got back, I was here for like a day and it was hot as hell. But when I got back from Indiana, it was like 60 degrees and nice and cool and.
Yep, almost June and 60 degrees.
Oh, yeah. Really felt like the snow was about to start falling. It was like 30-something in one morning. And I was out of town. I didn't plan properly for that kind of temperature, so I was shivering just a bit.
Little chilly.
Shooting Gallery, New England wants to be back in the nice weather. Yeah, you guys got it a little cold up there.
Yeah, a little chilly. Put on a hoodie. You'll be okay.
So the IV8888 Mini 8s Range Day, how did we get into that practice? How were we, initially invited? And tell us.
Well, we were initially invited through Hidden Hybrid Holsters.
Hey, represent.
Yeah, stretch my back. Hidden Hybrid Holsters is a company that I work for, as many of you know, and most of you probably don't. But we work for them and have a fantastic friend through there and social media and everything, Johnny B. So I think at the time when he and I started chit-chatting and doing stuff, he was 182nd Ideas. So he was growing by leaps and bounds. Fantastic guy. What a nice man. And he was invited IV88 Range Day, and then he forwarded that invite to us as well. He asked them if we could attend, and we went down there, helped them set up the day prior, get tents and everything set up, and then we just got to enjoy a fun weekend of firing some of the newer guns in the industry, along with taking a look at some of the newer products that come out as far as optics or magazine loaders, flashlights, whatever it is. People are there to present, and it's a private invite through Iraq veteran and his lovely wife, Brandy. So Mrs. IV8888. yeah, so we were able to go down and hang out with them, meet a lot of people. First year that we were down there, we met up with Scott with Kentucky Ballistics. Still praying for him. He's doing much better. But got to meet several guys down there and gals, and I don't know, just started becoming friends and everything. The firearm industry is such a wonderful group of individuals that I feel have the majority of everyone has very good morals, very good understanding of other people, kindness, consideration, patience, right? We want to have fun. They want to live, love, and enjoy life. And in being able to enjoy their firearms and use those firearms to whether protect themselves or protect others. Not a lot of people think about being able to defend strangers, being able to protect those that they've never even met. They just want to be able to make sure that evil doesn't persist, right? So there are a lot of fantastic people in the firearms industry. They have great family morals and everything. And we have a great time down there. So first year we went was like record heat for Georgia in October. Oh, yeah, the hottest weekend on record for over 100 years or whatever. The second year we went down, it was rainy and cold. Still had a fantastic time. Great people. Last year, October's event was canceled. COVID canceled, and then we got to make that up just last month. So a couple weekends ago, got to make up the COVID cancellation. So it was it was a good time to get down there and see everyone again, and just hang out with some really good people.
Yeah, everyone down there I absolutely adore. A lot of the people that I admired on YouTube in the firearm community, I never thought I'd be able to shake their hands and sit back and have a beer and a cigar with them or anything of that nature. And then all of a sudden, thank you to Hidden Hybrid Holsters, we're kind of tossed in this environment where all the people we've been watching on YouTube and admiring their content and everything for so long, we're hanging out and having breakfast with them and shooting full autos for my first time. And I mean,
I'll never forget your face. the first full auto that you shot was a CMMG Mutant.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Amazing experience. If you guys haven't had the chance, there's only 2 full auto CMMG Mutants out there, so good luck, but it definitely puts a smile on your face.
Hey, Swamp Dog Armory. What's up?
What's up, guy? So
and, yes, it does. It puts a huge smile on your face.
Yeah, and that smile persisted just days after I was back in Ohio. I mean, it still felt like I was sitting there shooting full autos and smiling, having the time of my life, and I didn't take that smile off for quite a while. And then I got to go back.
Oh, your cheeks were probably hurting, and you just start to.
Yeah, they're starting to get sore. I had to take some, extra protein and whatnot, extra banana or 2, get the cheek cramps out of there.
Yeah, I appreciate a good banana.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So this was our 3rd year, and the weather was perfect. We found enough fuel to get down there and back.
Yep, didn't have any issues with gas lines or anything, so doing good.
Yeah, we made it down safe. We got down there. We left Thursday morning at it was like 6:37 in the morning from Ohio. You guys had driven down to Columbus Wednesday night. I had some good dinner all together, and
great Mexican food. That was awesome. What was the name of that place?
Villa Bonita, right around the corner from my place. Absolutely delicious. So we got to fill our stomachs, and they went back and hit the hotel. I went home and packed last minute, got everything together, and we woke up bright and early and hit the road for about a 10-hour drive down to Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Good company, nice weather, beautiful scenery. Couldn't really ask for much better.
Yeah, the bluest of skies, the nice, dispersed saturated in white clouds with a flat bottom everywhere, you know, going in and out of the mountains. And I mean, the drive down there was phenomenal. Got a lot of B-roll on my GoPro. Rest in peace, Sis.
Yep, rest in pieces. Here's to your GoPro.
Here's to the GoPro. Oh, yeah, we got down there Thursday night, checked in the hotel, sat back and had some dinner there at, what was that, J. Peters or something down there in Livonia, Georgia.
Good food.
Yeah, good food. And walking distance from the hotel, so we're able to walk back, and I did some video editing, which I'm very new to, and made a little like minute and a half shitty video of our travels that day. And
I think you did pretty good, but you know, I'm 50 and my video expertise is none. Well, I did take a media class in high school, you know, with the big camera VHS on the shoulder, trying to videotape stuff. So
back when everything was filmed.
Yeah, back then.
That wasn't an old thing. That was just a matter of fact.
That's just a matter of fact. Yeah. You know, who knew at that point in time that the GoPro as big as my watch would be able to capture and hold more audio and video than that thing. But anyways.
Who'd have thunk it? Yeah.
Who'd have thunked?
Thursday was just kind of a chill day. Friday morning, we woke up bright and early. It was Friday. Yep. Had some good, delicious, weird bagged eggs hotel breakfast.
Grabbed a banana. We got a banana for the road.
Yeah, out in that Georgia heat, you gotta plan properly. Then we hit Red Hill Range and helped set up, and we were there for a couple
the whole day.
Yeah, a couple hours. You know, like 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that was just the kind of preemptive day, get everything set up. We popped a couple rounds, caught the Ranger on fire for just a moment. I think.
Yeah. I won't blame anybody, Eric, for accidentally setting that ablaze. You know, it really wasn't a blaze. It was a low crumble.
Yeah, gentle brush
fire. Yeah, just nice and easy. Nothing big deal.
Yeah, he admitted off of camera that was probably his fault. We all promised him we didn't get any of it on video, but I've definitely got that on the hard drive. Keep it locked up. A little fire, and you know, started looking around for the firefighters and everything, and they had gone home for the day, probably just 20 minutes or so before the fire started. So
yep, not too horrible. Oh, look at that. Shooting Gallery, New England. Next to my wedding. It was the best weekend of my life.
Well, I'm glad you included the next two thing.
Yep. You better word it that way.
Eric Shorty 577 450. I don't think we had the chance to shoot that.
Nope. So, but that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you had the chance, Swap Dog. I bet it was amazing.
Yep. So he's got one up on us on that, along with like 3D video.
Yeah, that stuff was crazy. That's going to be exciting to see where that takes us as far as firearm content going into the future. Make for some
slow-mo watching the brass come at you.
Ooh, yeah. All the lenses shattering from the mutant, trying to get that good shot, all the brass coming back, high velocity right into the nice camera lenses.
Yeah, I think next time I'm going to take a little piece of plexiglass to run the camera behind, just so it can deflect it or whatever.
At least the UV filter or something on the front, protect that a little bit.
Yeah. Plus, I won't wear a V-neck or anything, you know, like a little cardigan or something, and all the brass go down there. I always wear a T-shirt. Want to, you know, full disclosure, I don't want burned breasts. So
good high collar T-shirt, safety glasses or some nice sunglasses, and a hat is always quite the advantage. I didn't wear a hat this year. I was just walking around naked head, and a couple of times where I would have gone like dinked right in the bill of the hat, you know, deflected a piece of brass. It just kind of fell right on the bridge of my glasses, burnt me for a second or something like that. So I was like,
Yeah, even that 1/10 of a second will leave a mark.
Yeah. The Swamp Dog protective shield for the 3 camera out of a snow globe. That sounds awesome. You should DM us a pic. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I wonder why he's videoing if he gets any like snowfall.
Ooh,
you get some depth in there, right?
Yeah, that'd be a nice touch. So yeah, we had a great little time Friday. Not a lot of shooting. None of that delicious food from Bear Creek, but got to see some friendly faces.
That's good stuff.
Oh yeah, it is. And went back to the hotel, and I think it was Friday night. We're all sitting in your guys' hotel room looking out the window, and I saw a bunch of gun type looking fellas down there at Jay Peters, and I was like, I wonder if that's our people. So I zoomed in with my phone, and I saw a bandaged arm waving back and forth, and I was like, there's no one that could be except for Shooting Gallery New England.
Right.
So I zoomed in and took a picture of his bandaged arm and sent it to him on Instagram, and saw him pull out his phone and check it, and in a kind of concerned way look around slowly to his rear, and we're all standing there in the hotel window waving at him. I was like,
slightly creepy, but
I was like,
totally plutonic.
I'll risk being a little creepy. I think he understands we're not that creepy. So, sent that to him, and we went down there and, seeking beer and conversation and got down there. I think Big Josh from Black Diamond Guns and Gear was walking out of the bar area with like 6 glasses of Yinling. And
I think he was serving that night, so
he absolutely was.
Woo.
Like, anybody want a beer? And not a lot of people raised their hands, so you and I were like, we'll take you up on that.
I'm not going to be impolite to a host, right? I mean, especially one of the Joshes.
Oh, absolutely. Good people. So, Grace graciously accepted a beer from him, and then another, and did a little impromptu podcast with Lobster Media out there in the parking lot. And
it
was just a nice little hangout. That was probably the first chance we've gotten since we've been down there to actually have dinner with the guys at IV8888 Range Day. And, just so happened we saw them from our hotel window and crashed their party and had a great time, stayed a little longer than we expected. And
but everyone was extremely polite. And that's one of the things. I mean, everyone is so polite, welcoming, and just, how's it going? Come over here, hang out. Right? There's no snootiness. There's even from the legendary YouTubers or whatever. So some people get really nervous. They're like, oh my gosh, there's Eric from IV8888 and Chad. They're standing there. Oh my gosh, what do I say? You just walk up and you go, hi. And you go, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
They're totally down to earth. That little fella, Hickok 45, he's
pretty fucking short. I don't know what he ate growing up.
Celery that was still growing.
Yeah, I mean, there's always an open door to conversation down there.
Yep.
No matter who you walk up to and spark a conversation with, it's open arms, and everyone's interested in what you have to say, and everyone's always open ears. And I mean, it's just
they and they want to be helpful too. You're like, hey, start a podcast. Oh, hey, if you need any help, let me know.
Yeah, I mean,
or
our podcast is, what is this, episode 7 now? I'm losing track. Very much in the infancy state of it all. We're still figuring out how to click buttons, even though we're promising all this technological improvement here going forward. But we're still confused. I still barely know what I'm doing, and still everyone we talk to, they're like, that's awesome, we'd like to come on, we'd like to have you guys on, it's awesome you guys are getting together once a week and having a conversation. And
yes,
so
it was one heck of a way for you to hang out with your old man.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's my favorite weekend out of the year. I mean, it's nice that we get to have this conversation once a week. Even when we're on hiatus, we call and have a conversation quite frequently.
But politely insult each other. Yeah.
Yeah, politely. At least we get a laugh about it. It gets a little brutal, but
It gets a little brutal, but it's all love.
absolutely, yeah.
You know,
I
you,
appreciate
you
that.
you don't have thin skin that makes you whimper and cry if someone, says something near you. You go, oh, I can't believe they said that. You're like, that was a good one. I would do this though. You just rack it right back at them.
Yeah, and that comes both from you raising me and from working in the trades where everyone's a motherfucker and fuck you, fuck that. What the shit?
Yeah.
Everything's just. I walked in
And,
kind of
and getting a hammer fist from your sister to know better. So,
politely abused by older siblings.
yeah. Well, I think politely corrected with a fist is the way she was doing it.
Physical correction of attitude.
Right?
Thanks, guys, for appreciating the disco lights. Little final touch here. I was getting a little bored before the stream got going, so I was like, let me see what kind of disco I can get going on in the background. Tune in next week. I'm gonna get some extra like genuine disco balls going, so we're gonna make it a party on this
Nice. It'll be a good thing. Yeah, I'll get set up and everything. We'll get it all worked out.
I'll come up there with a party box, get your little corner bumping.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Saturday was IV8888 Range Day proper.
Yes.
Swamp Dog, I don't need any strobe lights. It'll give me a headache. Also, I have a bucket of them, so, But I appreciate that. But yeah.
Ooh. What kind of strobe light? Can you control the speed?
Oh, okay. See?
Right.
Fun. Oh, some lava lamps on his end. Yeah, lava lamps.
Nice. I love that. Yep, I'll set up a better studio. I'll get some more of my paintings up periodically, or rotate them out, and I'll get a little lava lamp in the background, just always be saying hi.
I like that a lot. Yeah, we're gonna get our backgrounds really
nice.
Really bumping here. No, stay tuned. It's only improvement from here. But yeah, Saturday, IV8888 Range Day proper. We got down to the range at like 8:30, 9 a.m., something like that.
Something like that. Say hi to folks, walk around, see if there's any last minute things needed, and then wait for the excitement.
Yeah, which was, the wait is always painful. You're just waiting for the mad minute, which, if anybody listening doesn't know, the IV8888 Range Day kicks off every year with the mad minute, they call it. He usually fires a cannon off, and then it's just a line of like 100+ people shooting full autos and suppressors and handguns and shotguns and everything in between, just shooting pyrotechnics. And I mean, just
Eric gets the first shot, or whatever it is. This year was a cannon. So whatever his first shot is every year, it's kind of like the champagne hitting the bow of the ship, and then just everyone going crazy and ticker tape parade, right? It's just unleash the sounds of freedom.
Yeah, and with the sounds of freedom, you got the smells of freedom, all that black powder burning off, and Bear Creek Cattle Company cooking burgers and brats in the background, and
brings a little tear to your eye.
And like the moment of a snap, it is the most patriotic environment you could ever imagine yourself in. The middle of nowhere, Georgia, turns into a giant eruption of gunfire, and it doesn't stop for like 8 hours.
No, I mean, we do take breaks, right? And there's safety protocols, which I want to point out, because some people listening might be like, "Oh, that's just crazy." You have over 100 people standing in line just shooting guns. Yeah, all day long. I think Eric made a post that Saturday we had fired over 250,000 cartridges of ammunition, and there was not one injury. Right? So
you say 250,000.
250,000 pew pew seeds.
Freedom seeds.
Right? Freedom seeds that make noise when they are being distributed, and not one injury, right? So they have multiple EMTs around, range safety officers. Eric's wife, Brandy, she's the most recent EMT on scene. She graduated with honors. Hats off to her. She runs like 4 businesses and still had time to graduate with honors. That's pretty impressive. So very impressive people. There's safety everywhere. I mean, most of the people there have some medical training as well. So even though you have 100 people firing ammunition at the same time, it's probably one of the safest environments you can possibly be in.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking around, and I mean, there's not an IFAC or tourniquet more than an arm's reach away at all times, and everybody's loaded to the brim. I mean, not just the guns we're shooting, but everybody's got a concealed carrier and outside the waistband firearm. Just because you're out with a whole bunch of gun people enjoying the freedom environment, you're not going to walk around without your personal firearm. So, it's not just 100 people shooting guns from the vendors and everything out at the range. I mean, every one of those 100 people also have a firearm on them and medical kits and tasers which I would just like to say, I'm really, we had to get home on Sunday at a reasonable time. I had to work Monday morning, but it's kind of sad that we missed the taser demos. I was looking back at everybody's posts after we left to go to Ohio, go back home, and yeah, everybody's getting tased and they're driving Humvees out onto the firing range and dismounting and shooting at targets. And I was like, man, the after party that we missed.
I will buy a taser. And
wait.
You know where this is going. I'll buy a taser, right?
Okay, yeah.
We'll set up a little safety mattress or something, get a couple of friends. Maybe we could tase Nick first, seeing how unfortunately he wasn't able to make it.
There we go. That's the spirit. And we'll invite Shooting Gallery New England and Swamp Dog, since they're joining us on this little revamp here. You guys can come down and get tased. It's no problem.
Right? Or maybe we'll just head down to Tennessee, because there's multiple guys down there. Opie and the Smokies, Johnny B. You have Black Diamond's Guns and Gear, Mr. Hootie Hoo, right? I mean, there's a lot of freedom in Tennessee too. So maybe we'll get a couple of tasers and just drive around hitting people up, see what they got in their wallet.
Swamp Dog, we are in Ohio. I'm out of Columbus. He's out of Canton. Yeah, we're always down for a meetup road trip situation.
Heck yeah, so, that'd be great.
Stay in touch. Yeah, what was your favorite part of Range Day proper that Saturday there?
My favorite part, besides just seeing everybody saying hi to him again, because we missed him for so long. Watching the joy on people's faces, right? I enjoy people. I don't always love being in big groups, right? So, like, if I go to a concert, certain things pull up, and I'm more in bodyguard mode. But in an event like that, where everybody is just laid back and easy to go, it's awesome. I mean, it's fun seeing them, getting excited. I love watching your face light up, firing full auto again, right? Very proud how well you control it, done. And just and it was exciting to see Julie be able to do it for the first time and watch the excitement build in her, right? So, she's awesome. And I don't know, my favorite part is the family just enjoying time together.
Yeah, that's why it's such a highlight of my year. I mean, getting stuck in a van for 10 plus hours with you, it's actually, it's not so bad. Get to catch up on a lot of conversation and have some deep conversations. And I mean, especially on such a beautiful day. I mean, just every turn we took down through the Smoky Mountains, it was just another magnificent sight. Or listening to good music and just sharing laughs and good snacks, and yeah, I'd do it anytime.
Yep. And like Swamp Dog just said, all those scary guns, and everyone was on stress level 0. Absolutely. Right. I don't like surprise, loud noises, gunshots, 4th of July, stuff like that. Things that surprise you, I don't really care for them too much, but all day there, no big deal in any way, shape, or form. I was looking forward to lunch. Great food, burgers cooked perfectly, right? I mean, how can you complain about anything? Unless you're vegan, there's plenty of wheat or something somewhere for you to chew on.
Yeah, you can go eat the berm.
Might have a little bit of lead in it, but there's no meat.
Make up for your lead deficiencies. But yeah, it's like all those firearms going off and explosions and everything. It's like you're sitting on the back porch with some family you haven't seen in a while. I mean, it's that kind of laid back attitude. Everyone's got their feet kicked up, just watching everybody unload lead downrange, and there's just steel plinking the whole time, and you can barely hear each other talk. I mean, most of us have bad hearing already. A lot of the populace because they're veterans. Myself because just shooting guns, but also like in marching band and stuff, the metronome and playing drums all the time. I can't hear worth a shit a lot of times. So we got all this ear pro on with the ability to feed audio back in, so we're supposed to be able to hear what everyone's saying. But when the shooting's going on, most of it's just smile and waves and how have you been, and past that you can't really have too much of a in-depth conversation.
Yep, but won't you? Hey,
good to see you. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, we'll talk later. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and then
good times.
You get the breaks where we're just eating and there's no gunshots going off. And everyone, takes off their ear pro and kind of does a little rewind, catches up on those conversations you heard half of, and pass around business cards and promise being on each other's casts, and just, I mean, it's a huge family environment, and I didn't stop smiling the whole time.
Neither did I.
I'm excited for the opportunity. It sounds like there may be talks of a 2021 Range Day round 2 in October, being that this one was to make up for 2020. So
yeah, this was the COVID relief Range Day.
So if all goes well, we get to see some of our favorite people yet again in October and smile the whole way down and back up, and the whole time standing on that field and everything. It was awesome seeing Shooting Gallery New England in person. We had him on the podcast, and talk back and forth.
I think he needs to get a sticker, or maybe not a sticker, a patch or something that's like a wrapped hand, for Shooting Gallery New England. So lower broken drill bit next to a hand, for kind of like a family crest. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be awesome. Which I don't know if he commented earlier. He got the drill bit out of his hand, so he's now again he gnawed at it long enough. He was hungry.
Nice.
He got the carbide bit out of his hand. I congratulated him on being 100% human again, as far as we're aware, anyway.
Right. I mean, he could have a computer chip in his shoulder. I don't know. Right. But at least he doesn't have a drill bit in his hand.
They chip everybody up there in the New England states.
Yeah, it's in the scruff of their neck, I think. Yeah. Right when they're born, just a little. Doop.
Yeah, I gotta say my favorite part was the conversation and meeting a lot of people. I mean, I got to meet a lot of people the years prior, but a lot of those people I was so excited to have gotten to meet in the last 2 years weren't able to make it this year. And there's a plethora of different vendors that I hadn't had the chance to talk to, so it was nice expanding my horizons with our contacts in the firearm community, and not just being down there to represent Hidden Hybrid Holsters, which thanks to them, but also be down there and get to talk about this podcast a little bit. Down there representing anything that fires. So,
right,
a little bit of networking.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. It's nice to be recognized as hitting hybrid holsters and everything. Like we're walking, oh yeah, hey, you guys are hitting hybrid holsters, right? Yeah, that's us. And we also just started this little thing besides the company, so they're like, oh, cool, we'll have to check that out. Oh, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's all the support for, between all the different creators. Like I'd been following Flying Rich on Instagram on my personal account for a while, and then got to following him
2019. I think the year it was raining, we chit chat with him quite a bit.
Yeah, and with the rain and everything, the being able to talk to everybody wasn't as easy, especially at that range that we're at, because they had like the short range, and then the medium, and full autos and stuff down there, and then up the hill they had a long distance range that went up to 1,000 yards. And while that was awesome to shoot, and they had a lot of different flavors of firearms there to put your hands on, being able to talk to people wasn't as easy, because you had some people up the hill and some people down the hill. So even the people we met and tossed a follow on Instagram it wasn't as close of a conversation environment. So
yeah, I did like it. I did like I didn't maybe like the distance between everything, but I did like the options of everything, right? I mean, up the way we checked in, there was the media tent, so that was a little bit farther away. I think Shooting Gallery New England said that he had to scrap a couple of interviews just because of all the background noise. Well, you didn't have that issue that year. That was in that tent. And We Like Shooting and Skinny Medic, they put on a little medical classes and stuff up there. It was easier to have a conversation and say, okay, when you're trying to pack a wound, you got to find out, what side severed, find the severed, and then start packing in there, right? So it had its pluses and its minuses, right? So I think it was rather awesome. And I do like that they've changed ranges a couple of times and stuff. Maybe they'll do that in the future, kind of bounce it around a little bit more. That I don't know. It's up to them. It's their show, right? I just go with an open heart and much appreciation, and enjoy every moment that we can.
Yeah, they put on a hell of a show. The hospitality is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that you could arrive missing and really feel hurt for it. You can show up forgetting your water pack or your sunscreen, and they just take care of everything, make sure everyone's safe and having a good time. Yep. And I mean, it's just it doesn't get better. Last year I really missed NRAM, and I haven't been able to go to SHOT Show at all, so hopefully at some point in the future I can experience that. But like in 2020, without any of those opportunities to talk with everyone and see all the YouTubers and just the people representing the companies that we've kind of gotten close to and recognized by face and name and everything now, it really sucked not having that in 2020. So like Flying Rich said,
it was rather disappointing.
Yeah, it was highly disappointing. It was much needed group therapy.
Yes, that
is, I think Flying Rich put that on post. Swamp Dog, thank you for
there's just a huge camaraderie through the entire industry, from before you even head down, through everything, and then after you leave, right? It's people are talking, hey, you going this year? Oh, it'd be awesome to meet you. There's chit chat, and you're starting to build friendship and rapport with people to begin with before you even meet them, and then you meet them, and it's just like, dude, I know you. Hey, how are you? Hey, I'm so and so, and they're like, yes, you are. That's great. So it's exciting all the way around. Yes, it may be hot. Yes, you may get hungry. Yes, you may be tired, and yes, it is all worth it.
100%. It's exhausting. I mean, even just going down there and setting up, you're out there in the Georgia heat, putting up tents and stuff, but seeing the range turn from just grass and a firing line to, this whole operation with all these vendors and, tables to sit at and have conversations and get your buckets of ice and water out there and everything. It's exhausting, but I wouldn't trade a minute.
Yeah, the vendors are awesome. They obviously they all know their own product. They relay it very well. They're very open to questions and everything. I know a lot of guys interview them while they're down there. Just getting to learn a little bit more about their product. You get to find out that one little tweak that you didn't know. And you're like, right now the elevator goes all the way up for that company. You finally understood a little bit more of what they have. And I love that.
Yeah, I think being able to talk to those people in person and, see all the passion they have for their product, like no matter what it is, they're excited to be there with that community and they're, so passionate about the thing that they're representing. So, even if you know everything about the product, you get to stop by and talk with them and, just they get to present to you all their hard work. And that's a lot of fun.
Yep. And even if you've seen their booth several times before, they've tweaked their product, they've changed it just a little bit, because a good company is going to listen to their customers, right? And obviously they're going to listen to the market. Otherwise, they're going to work their way out of the market, But there's neat little twists and stuff to some of the products. You're like, oh, okay, that's new. I like that. That's awesome. You're like, why'd you do that? Oh, now it makes sense, because they're able to give you an answer on it. Like the heat signature, the thermal scopes and stuff. How many people think of using thermal scopes during the day? Right? Most people probably visualize it mainly because it's probably in the movies, running thermal scopes at night. Unless you're watching a Predator movie, then he's just a space alien with a really big mouth.
That's it.
But, right? So we're good there. But not a lot of people think about running thermal during the day. And it was just awesome running it, throwing a new round in there, firing around, and watching the steel get slapped, or looking at the steel that's swinging and seeing where it got slapped. You're like, oh, that's nice. So it's handy whether it's day or night. It's not a nighttime optic, right? It's an anytime optic. You're running different screens on there and stuff. It's pretty darn slick.
I'd have to say, I think my favorite product I got to work with there was the Digi Trigger. I got experience. I've seen a lot about the Digi Trigger, but then all those guys were super welcoming and high energy. And when we, there's a couple times we passed by and we're chit-chatting with them, and they're like, look, our full auto's down right now, but come back, we'll let you send all the rounds through this thing. I'm like, awesome. And by the time we finally got to circle back, their full auto was still down, but I didn't mind.
She said circle back. Sorry, go ahead.
Got it. I mean, even so they let you shoot it in basic AR trigger mode, okay.
Right.
That's an AR trigger. And then they put it into digital mode, and it's like the lightest trigger possible. It's like a pound. So now you're thinking at a target, semi-auto, just little tiny, precise trigger pull. And then, they lean over, they're like, here, hit this button. Now it's in binary. And then you just get to send rounds downrange and smile. And that little solenoid ticking inside of the Digi Trigger, it's like a weird blend of futurism or Call of Duty Future Warfare, whatever, space guns, and still like a genuine tried and true AR-15 platform.
Yep. Yeah, I think you rocked out 10 rounds on target in under 10 seconds. So, 10 rounds in under a second. I did say that right the first time. So
yeah, the guy called me in 1 second, man. I thought that was kind of rude. And then he explained.
Like, you don't know me.
You ain't God.
So you're getting ready to throw down. You're lucky I'm out of ammo. So no, there's no violence there.
Yeah, no, he was just saying I have fast fingers. That's a lot nicer. Innuendos aside, Digi-Trigger is awesome.
Digi-Trigger, yes, awesome. Thumbs up or trigger finger out. Thumbs up. So.
Shooting gallery, his favorite part was probably the stern defense. They have awesome things, especially what was that? Was that the full auto little PCC? The 45 cal?
The full auto 45 caliber that took the Smith & Wesson magazines.
Yeah.
M&P mags. Yep. Yeah, that handled nicely.
I didn't get to shoot the 45, but I shot their little tiny 9mm in full auto, and I wasn't expecting it. It was pretty snappy. I wasn't poised as ready for full auto as I was with like the Mutant. So my like 8 rounds or whatever went off, and I was like, oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
Caught me by surprise.
Like, oh, that's full auto. You went, oh. You didn't tell me that when you handed it to me, but
but I appreciate it.
Knock any birds out of the sky or anything. Yeah. Thanks for letting me know when I'm done with my ammo.
Swamp Dog, he didn't reach out to many of the vendors because he still felt like the little guy until later Sunday. That's exactly how we felt our first year.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little weird. And not weird because anyone's trying to make you uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. It's kind of weird just because everyone is so laid back and relaxed and professional, knowledgeable, and just open with everything that you're like, hi, I would like to maybe take a picture of your gun. They're like, dude, you want to shoot it? You want to see how it feels? And you're like, yes, thank you very kindly. Right? I mean, you're just kind of thrown off a little bit. So yeah, our first year, it was kind of like, I don't know, you want to shoot something? I don't know. What do you want to do, Papa? I don't know. Let's go shoot something. Let's go stand over here. Yeah. It was kind of like
around awkwardly.
Yep. So, and then it was like, oh, okay. Day 2, a lot more laid back. Second year, it's like, yeah, we got this. You're walking through the rain. You got a brat in each hand. You're happy as heck. You're just mowing on food. We're going over to full auto section or side of the range. And then later we'll grab some more food and then hit long distance. Right. So awesome time.
Like walk up with a mouthful of brat and like, oh, can I shoot that next? You're like, hell yeah, dude. What's your name?
My name's Jonathan. I'm with him hybrid holsters. Here, hold my broad.
You got 2 hands, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, this year it was just kind of like, I mean, shooting guns is always great, but now I'm at the point where I was so very much more excited to like talk to people. And I was like, sometimes I like forget, oh, I should go shoot guns. So I'd be walking by and I'd be like, full auto Glock here, you gonna shoot that? I'd be like, oh shit, actually, yes, I should do that. That sounds awesome.
Yes, thank you. Papa, hold my camera, take a video. I'm shooting this. Okay. I think I know you like the full auto Glock, but I'll bet money that you like the silenced one better.
I absolutely did. I mean, it's like, first of all, it was Sunday. We shot 250,000 rounds on Saturday. So everyone was a little tight on ammo. So I shot, like, I don't know, probably 5 rounds through the full auto Glock. I was like, oh, that's cool. It was in the, is it the MCK Roni? What are the words? Yep. So.
Bye, Roni.
Then I tried the suppressed one, and just the recoil impulse and everything, and having a suppressed like full size Glock inside of that pistol braced platform, it was super smooth and quiet, and yeah, I like that one a lot. If I was gonna, which I have one of those, and one of these days I need a suppressor, so that's potentially in my future.
Oh, need a suppressor. I think suppressor should be totally legal without any infringement in any way, shape, or form, because it's more polite. Some people go, oh, it makes it more deadly. No.
No.
No, I mean, and anything traveling at 1,500 feet per second is kind of deadly. So if it's running quietly at 1,500 feet per second, you're not getting out of the way whether there's a loud boom or a quieter shot, right? The quieter shot is now a lot of countries shooting without a silencer, they consider very rude, right? Because it's just loud and annoying. It's kind of like sitting at the red light and listening to some Tchaikovsky and enjoying the spring breeze coming through your window, and then you got the boom, 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 boom behind you comes pulling up, and you can hear their muffler vibrating because their bass is too heavy, and you're just like, man, that's rude, right? So very similar situation, perhaps. I don't know. That's the analogy I threw out there, and you're just gonna have to deal with that. And but I think that suppressors should be 100% common sense gun accessory.
Well, have you heard about Texas?
I love Texas. What about Texas?
Well, you love Texas because they, again, did an amazing thing. Nate's bringing it to the recollection of my memory. They just removed Texas-made suppressors from the NFA requirements.
Good.
So, yeah,
right?
If it's a made in Texas suppressor, you as a firearm owner can walk into a gun store and pick you one up off the shelf. No tax stamp or any of that bullshit.
See, I think that's awesome because, one, the tax stamp is just a way for the government to get money to spend somewhere else in like a Wuhan lab or something to make sure that things are going safely. Or, covert black ops for the CIA to smuggle drugs into wherever or whatnot, right? Conspiracy theories are going to run on that. I'm just throwing them out there for fun and giggle time. But so they're going to collect money for who knows what because they have way too much money now that they spent all of our money and keep pretending. Anyways, but the NFA, making an NFA, that's just a nice way to say, well, now that you have that item, we're allowed to enter your home at any time, whether day, night, whatever time, I don't care when, and without a search warrant, come in there and find it. You have to show us it. So, let's say there's a single mom, whether the husband isn't there or not because he's passed away or whatever the situation may be. She's got 3 little ones. And one of the things that she has is an NFA item to help protect her family. And now the family can be violated at any point in time without the law protecting them. I think that is total caca. So, I'm not speaking as a perspective of, Tactical Ted that watched every single tactical movie out there and has been to 6 training courses and he's got 5 suppressors. He's got this, that, the other thing. And he's a total killer because he has a miniature gun with a really long suppressor and an optic and a flashlight and a coffee grinder and a bayonet and a flamethrower in the back because it's hairspray with a lighter on it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just your average folks that want to be able to protect themselves and do things legally and peacefully. And if they want to do it a little quietly, there is nothing wrong with a suppressor. I think suppressors should be just across the board 100% legal because it'll also reduce the what later on in life.
Yeah, I think
it's healthier. That should be in the Healthcare Act that suppressors are mandatory.
I like that. Yeah, I believe Swamp Dog, I think it is all inside Texas. I need to read more about it. I just saw like news headline the other day and some post on Instagram was like, Texas, there you go again. But Yeah, I think we should get like a Happy Meal when we go into the gun store and buy a firearm. It should come with, should be like a combo with a suppressor, 2-for-1 deal. They
Right?
should be
I
all
think
over.
so. If you could get a Fat Boy pack of food from McDonald's for getting the vaccine, you should be able to get a suppressor with your firearm. Right? They're like, oh, we're going to give you this free vaccine along with a hamburger and fries. Maybe a milkshake for you diabetics. Come on down. So why can't we get a suppressor to go with that firearm?
I agree. So, yeah, my Texas plans are sounding even more 100% reality because I could slide down there and as soon as I cross the border, find me a good shop with a suppressor and, then I'll have a happy little van gun.
Ooh, right? Happy little gun, little van gun. That'll be mine when my mutant comes in.
Ooh. Yeah, what caliber is that mutant you ordered? Or Banshee? What did you get?
Oh, yeah, it wasn't a mutant. I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on the mutant, rocking that baby. It was a Banshee, or it is a Banshee, still being born. CMMG is taking time and care to make sure that baby is perfect. That one's a 9mm, so that's just going to be my Black Betty van gun. Black Betty, she's my van. So a lot of people name their vehicles, but she's going to be my van firearm for travel and such. So, and I should have that in a couple of months. They're a little behind because the demand on firearms and accessories and whatnot is kind of large right now, which welcomes to so many new people in the firearm industry and the firearm family. We all love you.
Hell yeah, we do.
And Swamp Dog has family in Texas. Nice. So I have a lifelong friend that lives in Texas. So he and I have known each other since, I think, first grade when he tattletaled on me, but we've been friends ever since. So it's worked out. Great guy. Ooh, Swamp Dog's going to move to Texas and open shop.
You can hang out with me and build rockets on your free time.
Ooh. I'm going to come visit. I mean, if that's okay with you.
I mean, I think that's all right.
All right, cool. I'll just pull my van next to your van, and then we'll throw a tarp back and forth and have a double wide.
Ooh.
Ooh. A little bit mosquito netting to keep the nights fresh.
All right, so my camera died. I'm having technical difficulties here.
That's okay. I figured you picked up on that.
Yeah, so...
Ooh, Swamp Dog's got a 40-foot RV. Nice.
If you're going to go with a move around kind of vehicle, what would you go with? RV, camper, van, bus?
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh. Man, there's some really good choices out there, right? And I mean, even like the camping vans and stuff, the roofs pop up and this pops out and this folds over there. I mean, I'm 6 foot whatever and 245 or I don't know what I weigh. Maybe just 240. I don't know. But I like a little bit more space. That's kind of difficult. It's more of a situation dictates, right? If I'm driving down and I'm gonna hang out and get a job building rockets for like 6 months or a year before I find a place, yeah, I'd probably have the 40-foot RV. You know, that way I can set up the tarp when I'm done, a little overhang, throw a carpet on the ground, a little bark a lounger out there. some type of recliner, right? Sit back and enjoy my day when I'm done.
Yeah, I could see that. Plenty of livable space.
Ooh, Class B van like Hank Strange. That's a good point.
Yeah, and see, like, I really
For,
like the like recycled bus idea. It is pretty
right?
cool. It's
Do a real nice recycled bus on the inside, but have the outside still look like a Mad Max bus, like barbed wire and
ooh,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. I'll just pull up down to SpaceX, be like, "Hi, I'm here to build rockets." They're like, "What? What the fuck did you just drive up in? That's unacceptable."
You're like, yeah, but I built it. Can I work here?
Hey, sir, just because you strung barbed wire on the side of a van doesn't mean that you're qualified to work at a space company.
Yeah, well, that barbed wire is attached at every 18 inches on center. So there's a precision
Plot
to
twist.
it. Oh, come on in, young man.
Nate's going to help us build that. He's got the welder ready to roll.
Ooh, sweet.
Appreciate that,
I'll
bud.
bring my face shield.
All right, so IV8888 Range Day.
Oh, yeah, let's get back to that.
Just real quick, little closing thing here. Are you excited for the next one?
Absolutely. I mean, I absolutely am excited. I can't wait. I'm like a little kid at Christmas or a kid waiting for summer because they're going to get to go to Cedar Point, right? I say Cedar Point because, Ohio is close.
Ohio children.
Ohio children. Yeah, I grew up around Cleveland, 20 miles west of Cleveland. And then I just shot over to Sandusky and enjoyed my time. Anyways, no, I'm absolutely looking forward to it. One, I always look forward to time with my kids, right? So my boy, I get to spend days with, laughing and talking trash and just enjoying and learning and growing closer together. Year and however long ago when we limped back from Georgia because my van wasn't doing so well, and we got to spend the night with your sister, right? My beautiful daughter. Just show up. Hi, hey, family. Get to go out, have a burger at midnight or whatever time it was, and just have an awesome time. So I look forward to the time with family, with friends, with the new family, right? So I love every minute of it.
Good. I can't wait either.
What about you?
I mean, like I said, it's like the highlight weekend out of my year. I mean, there's plenty of other awesome things that usually happen on a yearly basis that I look forward to. But yeah, hopping in a vehicle and taking a lump down through the mountains in a van with my dad down to Georgia to shoot guns and meet cool people and, just talk about life and all those things. It's the best I could hope for. So I'm looking forward very highly to October. And one of the best things is, I recognize a lot more people now just with this last year and a lot more names and get to chat with people. Even just doing our little live stream here. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. It means a lot to us. So
yeah, absolutely.
Going forward,
I think when we're down just a little bit ago, and Brandy said that for the first couple of years she thought that you and I were brothers.
Yeah.
Right? And you're like, that's because I grew a beard. She's like, well, you didn't have a beard before. What she meant by that, in case you misconstrued it, because it was a huge compliment, we don't act like father-son, right? Huh. We act like brothers. We pick on each other. We do everything. We're light. Heck, my dad's oldest brother, so my Uncle Julius, he was old enough to be my dad's dad. My dad's number 9 out of 11, right? So... or 8 out of 11. I don't know. I'll have to do the math. I got to read through it. I got the family tree and stuff. But it was a huge compliment to me from her saying how well you and I get along. It wasn't just kind of like, yeah, I'm with my dad and I do this, my dad does that, right? It was just an open family. She just thought we're brothers picking on each other all the time. Kind of like the Hodge twins. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can get them on here one day.
I'd love that.
Oh
I'll
my
take
gosh,
anybody that
that'd be
makes me
great.
laugh. We'll have to get Swamp Dog on here. Shooting Gallery can come back
Heck
on.
yeah.
I know Nate wants to come on, talk about some guns. So we got some people that enjoy talking with us that'll come enjoy us with a new pile of brass in the background.
Johnny B's going to be on here. Yep. Oh, that is awesome.
He's the one that really pushed us or inspired us, persuaded us to do this. So we can't wait to have him on. He's very supportive.
Well, looking forward to it. And what a good person. Everybody that we have mentioned and so many more people that we didn't mention are just fantastic, right? I mean, I don't want to be like, oh, Such was such a nice guy to chit chat with, and Hickok, right? I don't want to be like people thinking I'm dropping names or whatever, but truly they are wonderful people, right? Mr. Guns and Gear, Shooting Gallery New England was like, gosh, I want to ask him what he uses in his beard because his beard is awesome. And I was like, go ask him. Just go ask him. Be like, hey, what are you using your beard? He'd be like, well, my wife bought it. It's this or whatever. Or, hey, I bought it from wherever. And he'll be totally honest with you. He won't care. He's like, oh, dude, a little nervous. You know, his first time to the range day. Yeah, understandable because we were nervous our first day.
And yeah, so, next year it'll be even easier. Johnny B is awesome. Asked about his love of Jennings and Jimenez. Also, Swamp Dog said Johnny B was his first subscriber.
Nice. I'll have to. I chit-chatted with him before we headed down, and then called him and talked to him when we got back. And what a wonderful individual. So most everyone is like that.
Yeah, and I was surprised when I first met him because, like you said, he was tall, but I've always seen he was pretty tall. And then we went down our first year into the hotel to meet him for breakfast, and he stood up, and I was like, wow, Guns Drama Johnny is a tall man.
Yeah, Johnny's 6'5" or 6'6". So, and then like Hickok is 6'8". His son John is 6'10". So, if people that are listening or watching, if you're not sure how tall 6'8" is, your doors for your home, they're 6'8". So, that's how tall Hickok is. He's a door frame. His son John is a door frame plus the molding, right? So that kind of gives you an idea. I got a great picture of when we first met a couple of years ago of me standing between Hickok and his son John, and I look like a kid that's going fishing with his dad and grandpa or something. I look little. It's hysterical. It's one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah, they are all towers and gentle giants. Sorry for calling you all giants, but you're nice enough.
It's fine.
So
I love the picture of Julie with Hickok.
Oh yeah. How tall is Julie?
I always say she's 5'2", but I think she's 5'1". So she's 5'1" and he's 6'8". So she said when she put her arm around him, she had to make sure that she raised it so that she didn't feel his back pocket. Right? It's awesome. That's so
polite of her.
Yeah, she's very polite. So.
So what's the next big gun thing we got going on to look forward here?
As far as what, like guns coming out or like gun events?
Gun events. I mean, is NRAM something happening this year?
That I don't know for sure. I haven't heard a solid on in either direction. What I'd like to do is maybe get a hold of some of the guys. I mean, could also teach concealed carry and stuff. And usually summertime is the slow season. So I'm thinking it would be nice to maybe get a hold of a couple of people and maybe go down and fire some guns with Josh and Josh, or okay, Swamp Dog says Houston in September. Okay, so maybe we'll be able to do something in between. Yeah. But yeah, maybe we could do something, meet up in Kentucky or Tennessee, or maybe I'll just come down to Columbus and several of us get together and rock some rounds down range and enjoy the day, get some fun video, and afterwards go grab a nice dinner and kick our feet up and have a beer or whatever it is that you may drink.
I'd love nothing more. All right, so that's our future gun event plan, though. Then we're gonna
our future gun event plan is we're open for options. If you want to let us know what you want to do and with us or whatever, heck yes, we're open.
Let's see, we got November to February. I'm pretty busy with deer processing. Okay, right on. Well,
what, you checking their IDs? Deer processing. Doe, a deer, a female. Sorry, go ahead. I'm a dad. What? Right. So
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yes, you were, but I cut you off, and you know it.
Swamp Dog, that'd be awesome. I've never been deer hunting. I've only been hunting once. It was coyote hunting, and I didn't see a damn thing. But the thermal scopes that were on those firearms are pretty sweet. So I'd go deer hunting. Absolutely, that'd be awesome. What about you?
I would love to deer hunt. I went deer hunting before in Virginia, and because you can hunt on base, you just get a shotgun from the armory and use double-aught buck. I'm like, double-aught buck? Why you got to use double-aught buck? You can't use a 12-gauge slug. I'm figuring, okay, it must be a base thing, right? Sitting there and watching deer walk by, and I'm like, where's mom and dad at? Well, I didn't know that deer in Virginia were so much smaller than the deer in Ohio, because the deer in Ohio will mess up your truck, right? It will destroy your vehicle. And then the ones that I saw were like, I would just run them over. But yeah, there's a difference between them. So some of the Marines are like, dude, why didn't you shoot? I'm like, they're little. They're like greyhound dogs or just big dogs. So I'm like, dude, that's a deer. I'm like, not where I'm from. One of the guys like, dude, where you from? I'm like, Ohio. And they go, oh yeah, deer big up there. Yeah, that's yeah. I can see why you didn't shoot. I'm like, thank you. I got one of you sticking up for me.
Damn, that's crazy.
Mississippi deer is smaller than y'all's. Up there to 250. There's a big one here. Okay.
Whew.
So
that's crazy.
Right?
All right, so we're going to be hunting little deer dogs.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, they all taste the same if you cook them right, I mean, and some people are going to go, oh my gosh, you shoot Bambi.
Have you tasted Bambi?
Right? No, I'd like to shoot more Bambis, but this one wasn't Bambi. Bambi's a fictional character. It's a male deer running out there in Disneyland or world, depending on which end of the country you're from. But anyways, I would love to go hunting. Absolutely, best smoked sausage you'll ever hear. You can hear it sizzling. It's good. But you'll ever have, deer jerky, deer sausage, deer steak. All excellent. deer ribs. I've had some deer ribs, and it also depends on who prepares them. Because some of the deer rib that I've had is like, you got the bone, you got a little slice of meat in there, and then you got this thumb wide chunk of fat, and then you got a nice little other thin piece of meat. It's like, absolutely delicious, but a little bit too much work. So,
I haven't
like
had
I
a lot
said,
of
it
deer.
depends on who processes it.
Next batch of deer jerky I make, I'll send up to you, Matt. There you go. You got a
Ooh,
present coming from
outstanding.
Nate. I'm pretty sure I've had some of that deer jerky, and it is pretty tasty.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Yeah,
okay, that's
that is
something
awesome.
that we can't really cover too in depth on this channel is hunting, because, I mean, I have no experience in it other than Virginia. What's your experience in it?
Not too much. So
there we go. It looks like we have
but part of it for me is I think for hunting, I'm too much of a riddling kid, right? I'm like, I can't sit still and quiet for so long, so getting up at 3 a.m. so I can get my deer stand or on the ground by 4:45 and quietly sit there for a couple hours waiting for the sun to come up while there's a gentle wind blowing up my backside for a while. It's not overly exciting to me, but I would enjoy it. Yep.
Well, that's perfect. We got 2 people on here that are going to take care of us. So Nathan's got a place in Zanesville. He said we could probably sneak down to his cousin's place. And Swamp Dog, we're going to have to make a road trip adventure out of that.
Nice.
Shooting Gallery is more of a fisherman than a hunter, but I'm also pretty inexperienced at fishing. So what's up, Flying Rich?
I can. Hey, Flying Rich. Yo, yo, yo. I can do hunting and fishing for survival. So whether it's rabbit, deer, porcupine, whatnot, snake, fishing and all that stuff I can do for survival. But same thing. I grew up, the house I grew up in that my parents still live in is about a mile south of Lake Erie. So I would go fishing summertime and whatnot with friends. We'd go up to Lake Erie, fish, catch a couple or whatever, and be like, hey, what do you guys want to do after this? Oh, we're probably going to do this until about 2 p.m. I'm like, see you later. Right? I just had too much energy to sit there and fish from 6 a.m. until 2 p.m. It's like, I understand catch and release, and you guys are enjoying some of this, but I want to catch it, clean it, eat it, and move along to the next project. So
that's how I'd appreciate fishing. I've never really understood catch and release. I mean, just I guess to practice the sport
technique
of it
and everything, right? There's a sport to it. There are some guys that are excellent at fishing. Me, no. Like I said, I could do it for survival. I'd probably try a little like fish trap or something along wherever I'm at, and then go do whatever I need to and come back and be like, well, I'm not eating tonight, or try to figure something out. But I do enjoy it. I've done it multiple times. I'm not afraid of putting the worm on the hook or getting the fish off of the hook, right? I'm not one of those people that are going to step on the fish and yank on the line until the thing snaps out of its lip. I will take care of fishing them the proper way. I just can't sit still long enough. Any of you that are watching this are seeing me move around the whole time while I'm talking. So, yeah, that's part of it.
All right. Well, we have 2 grand new adventures to go on. Is get more patient at fishing and going hunting.
Okay.
We're gonna have some very tactical oriented shotguns out there hunting deer.
Nice. Well, and that's one of the things here in Ohio. You could use a shotgun or like a muzzle loader when I was growing up, right? in the last several years, they said, well, you can use a straight wall cartridge. It's like, oh, okay. So I can go hunting with a straight wall cartridge, whether it's 357 Magnum, 44 Magnum, 450 Bushmaster, or something of that nature. It doesn't just have to be a shotgun or a muzzleloader. So that was nice. But you can't shoot a deer with a tapered neck cartridge, right? A cartridge with a shoulder and neck. So it can only be straight wall. But legally in Ohio, I could drop a squirrel out of a tree with the Barrett 50 cal.
Right? Yeah, it's never really made sense to me that.
Yeah, I could shoot a squirrel with a 50 BMG and just have pink mist fall out of the tree, but I couldn't drop a deer that's 200 yards away with 30-06 or something of that nature. I had to use something different. So, but Ohio's a little bit different now, and there's some good ammo out there. So, or wherever we're going to go, I'll pay to see that happen. I'll see what I can do for you. I got a buddy up the road. He's got an M2, so we'll see what we can do with the M2 and squirrel hunting.
Quit. Nathan's gonna get naked with all this squirrel 50 talk.
Squirrel 50 talk. Oh, that'd be a good podcast title. Welcome to Squirrel 50 talk.
That'll be a little sub show, a little hunting show.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome.
Okay, so hunting gator and stuff down in Louisiana sounds stupid. I want that. I need that.
Yes, that would be awesome. Duck hunting with Cajuns is always a good time. Let's just say when you get next to the water, though, if you got a manhole or something, a culvert in the ground, make sure that you pull the plywood off and look in there before you jump in. You don't want a gator to have accidentally fallen in there and not be able to get out. Yeah, but duck hunting with Cajuns is a good time as well.
I just want, any kind of gator hunting situation going on down there, and then some proper food. I mean, I don't need to see anything while I'm hunting. I'll just go down there and eat food,
right,
and drink some of those drinks.
Ooh. Oh man, homemade. I love food. I think you and Brandy get that from me too.
I think it's about dinner time now. I got a lot of pictures in my head of some really stupid good food, and I'm not going to be able to shake it for hours now. I'm going to do something stupid on DoorDash.
Oh, I don't blame you. I mean, I can't get any Cajun food up here. The Arnolds were awesome.
Next time you're down here, there's a place called Cajun Island on the east side. Super delicious. Yeah, and they have the Blues Brothers, like a wood carving, life-size wood carvings of the Blues Brothers sitting at a table in there. Yeah, real swanky.
Nice.
Delicious food.
I had a buddy in the Corps, Woodley Joseph Headley Arnault. He said that his family would send frozen packs, from food to us and stuff, so he can cook it and everything, some crawdad and whatnot. Good food. But he said his pappy would make some food. He'd make it so spicy, you got to pour a glass of water down your back in the morning when you're sitting on the commode. It's so hot, you need to cool it off at the same time. Hysterical. And I 100% believe him.
That's the kind of food I need. Also, the kind of food that I don't know what it is. What's a mud bug? Should I ask that question?
Mud bugs.
What's a mud bug? What that is? What is that?
Well, let's do the Google. See what it officially says.
Oh no. These are the things I'm scared of. If you have to do the Google, it can't be good. Oh, that's what they call crawfish.
How do you
It's not
misspell
scary.
mud?
I'm not sure. Oh wow,
I was just
we
going
are
full-
ignorant. Everybody knows but us. Thank you. I am now
there's
of more knowledge.
Oh, I ordered steamed crawdads one time. The first time I ever had crawdads or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'll have the crawdads steamed. So yeah, you get an entire plate with the little metal lid on there. You go, ta-da! It's all steaming, and they're all staring at you. Right? Delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Cajun posers. Yeah, well, you know what,
Yep.
Flying Rich? We're not well enough cultured. You got to take us on a trip. Guess we all got to go gator hunting now.
I know. I mean, I've been down a couple times. Now, the only mud bug, because I didn't call them mud bugs, just call them crawdads. The mud bugs that threw me off while I was eating them was the one that you would get and you grab it and you're like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. And you're like, what the hell? Oh, this one had all its babies still there.
What?
You're just like, yeah, because they're stuck to the bottom of it. And yeah, you're like, huh. Well, those are baby crawdads. Well, guess I'm still eating.
Goddamn, we're Yankee as hell.
I said Ohio. I mean, come on.
I bet their mud bugs down there are monsters. We got some little baby fuckers up here. I just expect this opposite. They got tiny deer, but big old mud bugs.
Well, yeah, because the mud bugs eat their deer. So our crawdads and our creeks, they're not that big.
Nah, they're wimpy.
Yep.
We suck. We're Cajun posers. But you got to come to
I'm
Gage.
not really a Cajun poser because I'm not dancing on a log in my cowboy boots, drinking some moonshine, waiting for the log to tip over and me snap my ankle. Didn't happen to me, but it's a true story. I'll have to tell you about it sometime.
What?
Wasn't my ankle. It was my buddy's dad. So just picked up a log, next to the fire. He's dancing on top of it. Thing teetered, snapped his ankle. Hey, drink a little bit more moonshine. Tomorrow I'll go to the hospital. It's a good night so far. So,
wow,
much dinner with question mark. Flying Rich is inviting us to dinner. Yes, sir.
You got to take me to lunch first.
Hey, if you haven't had lunch by now, you're on your own. You should be having dinner.
I don't even know what time it is. I got these disco lights. I got confused.
Oh yeah, that's true. That threw you off.
Yeah.
It's 8:00.
Huh. Imagine that. Nathan.
But they have snakes.
So we're going to have Nathan on soon. And I've heard a couple different tales of how he broke his foot. And I would like the official story from him when he comes on.
Yeah, there's probably like a fifth of jack, a exercise trampoline, a basketball hoop, and a soccer ball all rolled into that. I don't know, but I'll throw that out there.
I'm excited. I'm excited for that one.
It's a real thing. I just made it up. This one's for dinner.
Okay. Nate, you don't want your dad to know. I definitely won't actually just invite him to our Instagram page and DM him when you're on so he knows everything about it. I won't do that. All right. Well, okay. All this dinner talk, it's got my stomach growling. And I've got a lot of things
Yes,
to
it
make up
does.
from traveling town this week. And just got in Sunday from Indiana and Illinois or wherever the hell I was, middle of nowhere. So,
I ride bicycles. Swamp Dog's asking if we ride bikes. Just bicycles.
oh yeah. I don't have a real bike.
I could probably do a scooter or a Vespa. Vespa would be nice.
We're gonna bring our Vespas down and go on a sick ride with you through Gator Country.
Have a double barrel 10 gauge on the back in case you see a gator.
I need to experience that gator hunting thing.
Gator's good food. I've never hunted them, but I've had gator, and it's good eats.
I had gator in like a cheese quiche. Is that how you say that? Little breakfast pie situation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Gator quiche.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
So I request some of that for when we're down there.
I think Flying Rich is gonna want to cook us dinner one night. We'll bring your favorite drink if you cook us your favorite meal.
Okay, everybody meet in Louisiana in like 2 months' time.
No, I mean,
Don't eat gator. They don't eat me. It's mutual. Well, now hold
Right.
on. That's Yankee as hell. Oh no!
yeah,
I'm just
if you
passing around
have
this term
gator
now.
where you live, you can't complain about them,
That's true. They don't eat my dogs.
right?
Ah, Flying Rich, you're really doing it. Everything
Ooh.
you're saying.
Right? I just salivated.
I'll hop in the car right now. Toss us your address.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, some channel updates.
It's
because-
just human, not Yankee.
Oh, okay. Well, that's reassuring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some quick channel updates here. I'm getting tired. I'm getting hazy. I've had a couple of beers. So, first off, we're on all of the podcast platforms now: Spotify, Apple Music, the other ones. I don't even know. That's official as of today. Not all the episodes are up yet. We're slowly growing. And
Nice.
first like 6 episodes aren't going to be edited. They're just going to be like video stream audio, just tossed right into it because I've tried my hand at editing and I didn't want to go back and do the whole backlog. So we're just going to edit from here forward.
Okay.
Flying Rich, we're going to watch that filet mignon video. We're going to hopefully eat some filet
Ooh.
mignon before Sunday. So Sunday at 4 p.m. I
Yes.
guess our homework is to eat a proper steak.
Okay.
It's been a good evening hanging out with everybody. Thanks for tuning in and tossing things in the comments. And it's good to be back. Happy to have this
Absolutely.
conversation with you.
Fantastic to be back.
At one of these points, we're going to have some real music made by my cousin. Things are really jumping in production here.
Which
And,
cousin?
Luke Climbs. He's got an album
Nice.
on Spotify. Give it a listen. It's a lot of fun.
Outstanding.
But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and sign us off so that I can go get some Z's and things. And,
All right. Love you.
I love
Love
you.
y'all. Thank you for listening.
Everybody,
Thanks for
keep your
hanging out
eyes
with
on
me,
the
Sonny boy.
moon. Yeah, absolutely. I'll hang out with you at least every Sunday at 4 p.m. virtually until we go down to hunt gators and things. So everybody have a good week. We'll catch you guys Sunday at 4 p.m. Thanks for bearing with us, even though this is supposed to be the revamp where we know what all buttons to hit. I'm still confused as to what's going on in front of me. So, hopefully the audio
we don't know what is going on.
Absolutely. Thanks
We're
everybody for
learning.
tuning in. Let's make some trip plans, and if anybody's free Sunday at 4, you can catch us back here to toss some bullshit in the comments, and we'll toss it on the screen.
Outstanding. Looking forward to it.
We'll see you then.
See you then.